back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make these canvas paintings. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to call them yet, but if you just look down below, I'm sure I'd have thought of a name by now. This first one is just going to be a quote. And what I like about these paintings is that you can do a variety of different things. They can be so many different sizes. You can give these to your loved ones, a quote you to say, or a date, or just basically anything that brings you two together. You can basically just paint it and hand it to them, and I think it would be a cute little gift, pretty sentimental. So this first one, I just bought these stickers at Michael's, and I'm just cutting them out to just get an idea of where I'm going to place them. What I did realize is since these were a little thicker than your typical stickers, I knew that the edges of them were not going to stay down. So I knew I was going to get a little messy when I was painting with them, and they weren't going to be clean cut lines, which I didn't mind because I thought that would be actually a little nicer. That's a little something more I was going for, a little messy. And if you want those clean cut lines, the only tip I'd have is just to go ahead and get those typical stickers that aren't as thick as these ones are, and then you should be fine. Those should stick down without a problem. Okay, now this is basically just the colors I'm using. I just went off of a bunch of different color wheels, and then I just had like pink, orange, two shades of blue, and mint, one with gray on that in it, and then the other one with white to just lighten them up, and then the other one I just wanted to be darker. And then I just basically started painting. I didn't go off of any design or anything. I didn't really place any color in particular orders either. I just kept going down that plate I had in that order. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't use any order, but I used the plate order. Okay. And this is just the finished product. I just went ahead and finished doing the project since it was just me painting a lot more, and then I just took off the stickers. Now this following one is going to be a 3-piece canvas painting. This is just something I made for my room. It's just a simple tree at the top of a mountain. You can do basically any other painting or photo that comes to mind. So here I'm just placing a poster board on top of it just to get an idea of the size of it, and then I went ahead and just placed it on top just to be sure I have enough space. And then I have this other black one that I had already cut just to finish it off since that first one wasn't long enough, and then I just went ahead and just taped it on there. Okay, now I just have the canvases on top of the poster board just to get an idea of exactly where each one ends since this is a 3-piece. I have them in this order at the moment where they're both, the tinier ones are in the middle of the larger one, but I end up changing that in the end because I just think it worked out better for the tree. Now I'm just connecting the lines I made. Okay, now I'm basically just drawing the tree with the mountain, and I only just use that permanent marker just so you guys can see exactly where I'm going off of since it's kind of hard to see in pencil. And like I said, since it's hard to see in pencil, you can't really see the tree I'm drawing. Okay, here I just colored in that tree that I made just so I know when I'm cutting just to cut around those black lines and that I need everything that's solid black. On this one I'm just using a simple blade. Okay, by now I have finished cutting out the tree and that mountain, and then here I'm just taping the canvases together, so I just make sure that they don't come apart as I'm painting and kind of ruining the clean lines. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and tape down my drawing just so it doesn't move so much while I'm painting. Now the sponges I just showed you are exactly what I'm going to be using when I get to the tree, but from the beginning for the rest of it that I'm just painting solid black, I'm just using a large paintbrush. And what I love about canvases is that the material it's made of, it doesn't soak up the paint. So I thought I was going to use a lot of paint since it was like basically 3 pieces, but because this material doesn't exactly soak up the paint, like the littlest dab actually went a long way. And you can see I also used a sponge when I got to the edge of the mountain just so I can be a little more precise and get those clean lines I really wanted for this one. Okay, now from here on out, when I get to the tree, I went ahead and just used that sponge. It just kind of dabbed through each branch, and I'm also holding the other end with my finger because I noticed as I was dabbing, the edges of that branch would just kind of pop up with it. And obviously I wanted to make everything as clean as possible, which it was pretty clean as possible. It's just when I got to the second half, I noticed when it would start to move. So I would suggest if you have something a little thinner, go ahead and add tape there, which I didn't do, which I should have done. So I'm basically going off a trial and error here. I always do. And now that the tree's done, I went ahead and just finished off the other side, painting it black, and then just getting into those little creases next to the tree very carefully with a smaller brush. And I just took off the poster, and that's basically it. Now I just went ahead and let it dry and then put it in my room. Hope you guys enjoyed, everybody, and thanks for watching.